Hey everybody, I hope that you're doing well today. So I'm pretty excited because I finally have found the time to get back into going through all of the different class stories for SWTOR. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's one of the best storytelling games of all time. And even though the graphics and the combat engine are a little bit dated, we've done a few things here to kind of spice up this playthrough. I think make it quite a bit more challenging, quite a bit more exciting. So the theme basically writes itself. In this case, this one, I'm going back to something that I had tried before, which is the Imperial Sniper, probably one of my favorite storylines in the game, maybe my very favorite. At least I think it's the best Act 1 of any of the storylines, but I'm not going to go into any spoilers in case anybody out there is not familiar with it. Anyway, so this is Harrimander Stern. He is going to be, actually, before I get into his theme, let's talk about what I'm going to do from a challenge standpoint. So at this point, moving forward, all of these playthroughs are going to be what I'm calling the extreme difficulty of SWTOR. And what that means is we are not going to use any companions at all. Except for those rare instances where the game forces you to have a companion. There are a couple of class missions that you generally have to have a companion, but they're pretty few and far between. Certainly while we're out in the world doing everything, we're going to go companionless. It does make the combat quite a bit more difficult, not so much on the first planet. The first planet, before you get your first companion, is pretty much geared towards letting you solo all the activity. But moving forward after that, it gets quite a bit more challenging. The game, I won't say it's designed to do it with a companion, because unfortunately, if it were, it would be, it would be a better experience overall. It's actually way too easy when you run with a companion. And yes, I know some people have mentioned things like, well, just don't use your companion for use them to just heal, or just use them to DPS, or certain things that you could do to make the experience a little bit more challenging. Yeah, it's not. If you're using your companion at all, it's still way too easy. So we're going to go completely companionless, and that is going to make the combats quite a bit more difficult. I think they are still doable from my testing. However, it is going to force us to do things like stay up with our gear and to play intelligently and things like that, which is just the way that I like it. And like I said, I think it'll make for a more compelling, more interesting, and certainly far more difficult playthrough, which is my own personal preference. So, so that's what we're going to do from a difficulty standpoint. So again, it's not going to impact the first planet very much, but so this first episode, but it will definitely kick in and make the game harder and harder as we move forward in future episodes. So now getting back to the theme, Harrimander Stern here, he is a very much by the book, very humorless type of Imperial agent. I'm not exactly going to play him as pure dark side, but he's not going to tolerate things that are that go against the mission. That he's not going to prioritize being nice to people over getting the mission done. For example, he doesn't question authority. He assumes that the decisions that are being made that put him in the circumstances that he's in are being made with more information than what he's got, so he's not going to question Keeper, for example. It's going to become very interesting as the story develops, because there are obviously some situations that arise in the Imperial Agent storyline where he might want to question authority, but as much as possible, we're going to not do that, and we're going to just see where it takes us. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So like I said, he's not exactly your James Bond. He's not going to be the womanizer type of Imperial agent, although he is going to, I think, have he is human. So there will be a few times where I think we'll try to play him as a little bit vulnerable is maybe not the right word, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But as much as possible, he's going to be a by the book kind of guy, very humorless, very respectful of Imperial authority, and that includes the Sith. So yeah, we'll just see like I said, we'll see where it takes us. All right, I think that's enough chatting for now. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm not going to be talking through all the decisions. This is the lesson that I learned the first time that I played through this game in a Let's Play, is that it really slows things down if I try to explain every single decision that I'm making. So I tried to explain up front here in the very beginning to let everybody know this is the mindset that I'm going to be in as I'm making the decisions moving forward. And like I said, we'll just see where it takes us. Okay, let's go and jump in.
Secure transmission established. This is Keeper. We may speak freely, Agent. Prepare to receive your orders.
I'm ready, sir. What's the assignment?
In short, subversion. You were chosen for this operation because of your exemplary performance during training. Imperial intelligence needs agents capable of working independently in the field. Now you apply your training to the real world. Nemro the Hutt and his organization run Jaguna, and you're in town to convince Nemro to supply the Empire.
I understand. How do I proceed?
We need to know what Nemro and his advisors are thinking before we can act. I want you to obtain access to the Nemro clan's inner circle. You'll require a cover identity. One of our contacts, an alien named Jig, has prepared a background for you and will provide the details.
So who am I going to be?
You'll be taking the role of a visiting pirate and trader. As I said, our contact will give you the details. Jig will be waiting for you at a safe house. Locate him, take what he offers, then report to me.
Consider it done.
Most of Jaguna is caught up in a turf war. Some of the gangs involved belong to the Hutts, others are independent. Your combat training should see you through, but expect brutality and expect to be targeted. Jaguna isn't friendly to strangers. Now, find Jig and report back to me. Keep her out.
You must be looking for someone else. I don't trust you.
Welcome to Hutta, kid. You're new here. You look like you got a bright future, so let me give you a word of advice. Watch your back out there. Learn how to please the people in charge. And as soon as you can, get out.
I don't plan to stay any longer than I have to.
You got a good head on you then. Just hope that when you're ready to leave, you still can. There's a gang war raging out there right now. If you want to survive on Hutta, you're gonna have to learn the ropes. I can get you experience navigating Hutta's gangs, help you build your reputation, if you help me out.
Of course, there's always a catch.
This is a gangster town, controlled by a greedy and cruel Hutt named Nemro, as if there was any other kind. Used to be I worked for Nemro's gang. Violent, bloody life. That's why I left. But now, my little brother's following my footsteps. Nemro's street gang leader, Rex Gear, is my old buddy. I thought he might help get my brother out, but I can't get to Rex for all the fighting.
How do I fit in?
If you could blast your way through them and talk to Rex, convince him to let my brother go, I'd be grateful.
What exactly do I get out of it? I mean, besides a reputation.
I told you what you stand to gain in terms of reputation, but if that's not enough, I think I can swing some credits.
We have an agreement.
Glad to hear it. You'll find Nemro's boys holed up in Jaguna, but you're gonna need to fight through Fothra's thugs, so be careful.
Normales, smogas total gisbavo apiatai.
I'm listening. Continue.
Vataranai angomis akananorm, alas protas era. Gratai aptikte, iruprit vertini savasia salvebe kaigis.
If there's another Red Blade out there, won't that be a problem?
Small sio poputus mana ira padare mana nan kali. Vataranai angomis akananorm, alas protas era.
What kind of interference?
Acrodonomales, smogas total gisbavo apiatai. Gratai aptikte, iruprit vertini savasia salvebe kaegis.
Let's make this fast and quiet then.
Acrodonomales, smogas total gisbavo apiatai. Vataranai angomis akananorm, alas protas era.
You got some skill breaking through Fathra's line, and some nerve coming in here. Do I know you?
I don't have time for this. I'm here for the Brel kid.
What do you want with him? You working for Fathra too?
His brother sent me to get him out of the gang.
Lou sent you, huh? I wish I could say that made things different, but it just don't work that way. The Brel kid's a traitor. First time Fathra's thugs start shooting at us, he turns coward and tries to join their side. Nemro's gonna have a lot of questions for him, and I can't let him go.
His big brother isn't going to like that. And, believe me, you don't want to mess with him.
Then he should have come here himself. Look, I don't want to make trouble, so how about I pay you some credits and you go on your way? Tell Brel's big brother you got here too late or something. You'll be richer, and this weasel will get what he has coming.
Hey, credits are credits. I'm not picky.
You hear that, Brel? Your savior's just been bought. Hope you did everything you wanted to do in this life, because once Nemro's through with you, you're done.
No, please! Please!
Stop sniveling, you moron. Here, take your credits. And good luck dealing with Big Brother.
Theotaisek la prasma era. Padra vimos brandimus prostis cad adveritag.
What exactly are these gifts?
Gratai aptikte, iruprit vertini savasia salvebe kaegis. Vataranai angomis akananorm, alas protas era.
Jig, from this point forward, operational security will be at a premium. You will not contact us from this terminal again.
Small sio poputus mana ira padare mana nan kali.
I understand you corrected Jig's mishandling of the situation, Agent. We'll now proceed.
Acknowledged and understood.
Your next task is to access Nemro's inner circle. Present yourself to the Hut as a fellow gangster, the Red Blade, and offer him Jig's gifts. One of the gifts is implanted with a listening device, which we will use to monitor conversations within Nemro's palace.
If someone suspects me, what should I do?
Use your judgment. Silence them or allay their suspicions as appropriate. But keep this in mind. At this juncture, our primary goal is to find weaknesses in Nemro's organization. Even if the Hutt won't join us, we might influence his lieutenants. Talk to Nemro and his men. Determine who we can turn and how we can sway them. We will be listening.
I'll be back once I learn anything.
Be careful what you say. And lose the accent. When you're in the Hutt Palace, you're no longer an Imperial. Contact me from the cantina once Nemro has his presence. Keep her out.
Where is he? Where's my brother?
He was a coward and a traitor. He got what he deserved, and so did I.
Well, at least you're honest about it. Doesn't make any less scum, but at least you're honest.
I'm sorry, but it was just too much money to refuse.
Just get out of here. I've had enough of you, scum.
Excuse me, stranger. I don't mean to be overly familiar, but I think you're just the kind of person who can help me. My coward of a husband has taken my son, and I need someone with the wit and muscle to bring him back.
Why would your husband take your son?
Because he's both a coward and a fool. My son is gifted. Do you understand me? Gifted in the Force. He has the ability to train on Korriban and become Sith. My husband trained on Korriban. He had his chance at glory, but failed. And now he runs errands for a slimy Hutt. I will not have my son do the same. Please, you must help me.
Why not do it yourself?
My husband once trained to be a Sith. The fact that he didn't finish doesn't diminish his skills as a fighter. I hope you'll reconsider. I would pay you well.
I suppose I could do it. For the money.
Good. Excellent. He took my son to the shuttle port. A comm officer there who owed me a favor contacted me when they showed up. Be careful. My husband may not be willing to walk away peacefully.
You're the one Gianna recruited to rescue her son. She said you were on your way. Look, I'll point out her husband, but that's it. He seems jumpy, and I'm not risking my neck.
You're off the hook. Just don't get in my way.
I appreciate it, I really do. Hey, Kendrell, somebody wants to talk to you.
Do I know you? What do you want with me?
I'm here to take your son back, so that your wife can send him to Korriban.
My wife is so determined for our son to become Sith that she hires a bully to threaten me. I was once an acolyte at the Academy on Korriban. There's no failure at the Sith Academy. Those who can't cut it die. I got wise and fled before they could kill me, and I'll die before I see my son eaten alive by those Sith dogs. Let me take my son and flee. Tell my wife that you persuaded me, and we took the shuttle to Korriban. She won't know any different.
Your son's going to Korriban, and there's nothing you can do to change that.
Ah! Damn it all!
Dad!
Get back to your mother. Forget what you saw here, okay?
I'll go home now.
That was... Never mind. Not my business.
Thank you for returning my son to me. I don't know what became of my husband, and I don't much care. Soon Zayam will be on the shuttle to Korriban. You did what was needed.
Time to pay up.
Here's your reward, as promised. Zayam may hate me for getting his father killed, but I hear hate and grief make for a fine Sith.
The pirate's on his way. Security droids say he's armed, but he won't be trouble.
Let's hope not. Here he is now.
I'll go tell the boss.
This is Carol's. Tell the throne room that the blades arrived. When Nemro shows, stay at least 5 meters back and don't come up unless you're called. One wrong move, and you're a pile of ash.
I understand. I'm not here to cause trouble.
Just going over the rules. You've got a reputation, and we don't want any problems. Allow me to present Nemro the Hutt, the illustrious crime king of Jiguna.
Kutsinanchie Jatongi Ma Techu. Chiliska Tananga Ime Chaicho Ronchika. Dodi Buna Buna Manchika Bog Nonis Nemo.
It's more than you're worth, you pile of slime.
Yeta Choba Chawa Aita.
Not bad. Nemro, the idols here are real Orodium. The cloth looks like...
Manama Asha Picho. Kipuna Malituta Odmishka Kabano Tasema. Ki Ubaki Wata Bangi Danko Batoga Wata.
We have business to discuss.
Kunchuta Kasu Yali Koira Tokangi Kong.
Of course, mighty Nemro.
Gubajiji, Gorting, Noli Makichisa.
Kikuna mo, uban chone alipa, istin koto.
Kunchuta, Kasu Yali Koira Tokangi Kong.
Looks like your audience with Nemro is over. You'll have to forgive the interruption. I've been working for that Hutt since he killed my gang when I was 13. Trust me, you can't talk to him when he's like this.
Seems like your boss has some temper. Why stay with him?
Because Nemro's got power and smarts, along with his temper. I like things a little more orderly than he does, but I don't complain. We're having trouble with the Fathra clan, and it's getting to all of us. Fathra's out of line, but the Hutt cartel hasn't bothered to interfere.
So it's a business dispute. What are you feuding over?
Everything. The mines, the factories, the slaving operations. Now look, I need to work up new plans with security, and keep an eye on Tathlosian to keep him from suggesting anything stupid. In the meantime, you're a guest, and you've got our permission to do business here. You got the run of the palace, so I'll see you around.
Well done, Agent. The listening device is working perfectly, and Nemro can keep no more secrets from us. Imperial intelligence has determined that Nemro's human lieutenant, Carlos Jarvis, is the weak link in his operation. You're going to twist the man until he serves us.
I don't see it. He didn't seem particularly disloyal.
Carlos has advised the Hutt for many years, and he's sympathetic towards the Empire. He admires our efficiency, and he prefers humans in authority. He'll do for our purposes. Unfortunately, Carlos is on the verge of disfavor with Nemro, while the Twi'lek Lieutenant Taflajan, I believe, is Nemro's rising star. I want you to go to Carlos and offer your services as the Red Blade. Do whatever is required to bring Carol's glory in Nemro's eyes.
What does Nemro have against Carol's?
Carol's work has been suffering due to the interference of the Fothra clan. Nemro finds that an unacceptable excuse for failure. One other thing, Agent. This operation of ours has drawn the attention of a member of the Dark Council, Darth Jadus himself. The Council's authority is second only to that of the Emperor. It's a rare honor for an intelligence operation to be overseen in this way.
I believe I understand, sir. I won't disappoint you.
Report back once you've rendered whatever aid Carol's requires. Keep her out.
You? Yes? Oh, yes! Oh, saved, of course! Nemro the Bounteous takes me from the swamp, yes? He gives me a new name, new job. He makes me Morsel the Administrator. Nemro orders me to keep work camp enforcers in line, but they hired to bully Evil Kai. They laugh at me.
We're talking about gunplay, or just a stern talking to?
Enforcers hard to hire, harder to keep, so they think they can do as they please. But we can't kill them. Go to work camp, wave your gun in Chief Enforcer's face, make him see Morsel no one to laugh at. And I have stack of credits for you.
Don't be in such a hurry, Blade. Don't you remember me? Your old buddy, Dino Ray? Now, you haven't aged well since we met up on Hoth. Your nose. And your skin. But you couldn't be an imposter. You know your friend Dino.
Get out of my way. I'm doing business with Nemro now.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about the Red Blade's visit to Hutta, which puts me in a bind. You see, you don't look like the Blade I know. The Blade who owes me credits. But you say you're the Blade, so I'll take you at your word and ask for my money. You understand?
Back off, Dino. Don't make me hurt you.
Right. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know where the real Blade is, and I don't care. But if you want me to keep your secret, I'll need enough credits to keep me comfortable.
I don't have a choice. I can't let you talk.
Is that so? Well, let's see what you can do, Blade.
Blade, come on over. Glad to see you're enjoying the palace. Look, I've only got 5 minutes before I have to go meet with some alien freaks, and I want to ask you something. You've been around the galaxy a few times. What's it like dealing with the Empire?
It's been good business, and the government hasn't given me much trouble.
You're one of the last real independents. I admire you for that, but your kind is dying out. The Hutts have taken control of the gangs, and I think real soon the Republican Empire will want control of the Hutts, even if Nemro won't believe it. So if we gotta pick a side, I want to pick a winner, and I don't see the Empire losing.
Like it or not, the Empire does seem to be the future.
I hope so, and not just because of business either. My sons are free traders. They're doing business in the Sullus system. It's their first time dealing with the Empire, so I worry. I probably shouldn't. But you came to me for a reason. What can I do for you, Blade?
You know Hutta pretty well, but you don't have my skills. I thought we could partner up for a job.
Is that right? Normally I wouldn't, But lately I could use someone who works alone and gets results. Nemro's been stewing in his slime since we lost a shipment of rare ores in the Evokai lands. He blames me for some reason. Now the Evokai, they're Hutta natives from before the cartel came. They mostly want us dead. If you get that shipment back, I'll pay you good.
Alright, I'm interested.
And maybe we both come out ahead. There's a work camp outside Jaguna. Nemro set it up for some Evokai who wanted peace. Bad deal, poor rubes. The chief there, Odef, was supposed to talk to the other Evokai tribes about returning the ore, but he didn't come through. He knows something, though. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment to keep. But I look forward to seeing if the Red Blade's as good as they say.
I hear you're giving Morsel a hard time. That you don't respect Nemro's authority.
What? Who you Oh, man. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Me and the boys were just having some fun. We didn't think... You're not gonna kill me, are you?
If I have to come back out here, it will be the last time.
You are not gonna have to come back at her again, boss. I guarantee it. We won't give Morsel a hard time anymore. Won't even laugh at his name. Swear.
Shoo-hi, stranger. That's Evokai native speak for hello. Don't get a lot of visitors here who aren't backward savages. You come to the work camp looking for laborers?
Tell me about this work camp. Who runs it?
Nobody, really. The Hutts gave the Evokai some land to keep them quiet. The catch is, they're expected to work for it. My name's Varsunta, by the way. I deal salvage to the Evokai. Smelly work, but profitable. Most Evokai are decent, though not too bright. Like my little helper here. Say hello, Imat.
Welcome to Varsunta's many treasures. Do you know the Black Death who slaughters my people?
Imat, I keep telling you, not every off-worlder knows the Black Death. Oh, ignore him, stranger. This isn't your problem.
What's going on here?
There's some crazy rich guy running around shooting Evokai. Big pain in the neck.
The Black Death kills my people for sport. Butchers women and children.
He started out hunting hostile Evokai in the swamps, but now he's killing ones from the work camp. Having the time of his life. Keeps their ears and teeth as trophies. If this slaughter keeps up, I might have to get a real job. You know, I'll bet someone like you could convince this guy to quit. I'd sure make it worth your while.
If this guy doesn't take the hint, do you want me to kill him?
Violence is bad for business. Your call, though. You're looking for a vehicle out in the swamps surrounded by security droids. This Black Death guy doesn't like visitors. You'll probably want to do something about his droids before you try talking to him. Good luck.
You said you were going to get the ore back.
I have done all I can. They, the other tribes, will not listen.
If you say so. Hey, you the Red Blade? Heard you were coming. Thought we'd soften up the chief for you.
Carol sent me. I'll take it from here.
He's all yours.
I am Odef of the Evokai. leader of the foam, sacred keeper of histories. I greet you in peace, and I am grateful.
I heard you're the one to talk to about Nemro's missing ore.
Yes, I will talk, but it will not please you. It was the other tribes who attacked your shipment, the Evokai, who refused peace. In gratitude to Nemro for all he has done, I spoke to my misguided brothers, but they will not return Nemro's medals.
They won't even negotiate?
The tribes, they stole the shipment to spite the Hutts, and to use for themselves. They will make weapons, machines. They took the metals to their great village in the swamps. Only a beast or a shadow can enter. Seek the shipment there if you wish.
Thank you, you've been a great help.
I only do my part. I only want peace.
I'm going to kill them! I'm going to kill them! That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my blaster and... Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were here. Please, I got nothing left to give you. I already paid my protection money, please.
I'm not here to hurt you.
Listen, Donald. He doesn't look like one of Father's boys. Maybe he can help us.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on here?
A couple of months ago, my brother and his family started a farm on the other end of the swamps, near Fathra's palace. But when he couldn't afford to pay that slimy Hutt his protection money, Fathra sent his goons to kill him and his family.
Maybe someone should have helped your brother pay, Fathra.
You think I don't have my own protection money to pay? Nobody's got anything to spare. But that ain't the worst of it. Now Fathra's goons have set up on my brother's old farm. Never even bothered to give my brother a proper burying. Just left his body for the birds to pick apart.
Please, stranger. We're not fighters, but somebody has to stand up to Fathra's thugs. Will you help us?
Tell me what you need me to do.
Listen, I don't have anything to give, but my brother stashed a case with valuables in his house in case of hard times. There's a trick to getting it open, so bring it back to me as proof you got revenge on Fathra's thugs, and I'll open it for you.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you. It won't bring back my brother, but maybe it'll show those goons that the people of Hutta aren't as powerless as they think. My brother's farm is near Fathra's palace. He kept his stash hidden in the rafters. Bring it to me and I'll open it for you. The contents are yours.
Stop this nonsense at once. What do you think you're doing, blasting my droids? I'm a senior administrator of Zerka Corporation.
You're a hard man to get hold of, Black Death.
Black Death? What are you talking about? I demand to know why you're disturbing my hunting trip.
If you don't quit killing the natives, you'll answer to me.
You insignificant scum. Do you know how important I am? I dine with Imperial moths. We both know Evokai are no better than act dogs, so stop pretending this is about them. Look, I understand how things work here on Hutta. I'll pay you handsomely to leave me in peace.
You're not buying your way out of this.
Oh, for the love of... What do you want from me? Stop wasting my time and name it.
The Hutt considers the Evokai his personal property, and you're poaching them.
What? Oh, I had no idea. If my leisure pursuits have offended mighty Nemro, I'm truly sorry. I will cease my holiday immediately and pack up my campsite at once. Please give Nemro my apologies.
They're lazy, they're stupid, they complain all the time.
One of Emot's little buddies stopped by. Said he saw the Black Death packing up his camp. Nice job.
I made him see the error of his ways.
I'll bet you did. Sounds like he's finished here for good.
I wish the Black Death had paid for his crimes against my people, but I am grateful for your efforts.
It wasn't my call to execute him. That's someone else's duty.
I didn't mean execution, but perhaps if he'd lost his eyes and ears.
That's enough, Emot. Get back to work scrubbing those broken power converters. Here's your credits, my friend. Safe travels to you.
Dr. Tereb, I've come about Nemro's bounty on the advanced droid data cores.
kanki fa gutai oto India. Crispa doe kanki kunke gupa.
Did you do it? Did you get the case? The stash? I hope you had to kill a lot of Fothra's thugs to get this.
You seem a bit bloodthirsty.
Those thugs murdered my brother. I just hope they got what they deserve. Now here, it'll just take 1 second. There. The contents are yours. Now please don't bother us again.
Slow down, Blade. Stay with me a while. We haven't had the chance to talk. I'm Kaleo. Nemro puts me in charge of the good stuff. His guns, his troops, the safety of his little palace. You can spare some time for me, right?
I really can't, sorry.
Probably eager to get back outside. Blow the heads off a few locals. See who's stupid enough to act tough. I'm more interesting. Promise. You've got a nasty reputation, you know. I hear you went and murdered poor Dino Ray right on this spot. What was that about, Blade?
Dino and I go way back. He had it coming.
It's too bad. He had a pretty face before you messed with it. Me, I'm betting you and Dino had something else going on. You had a reason for coming to Nemro's house. Maybe money, maybe power. I like to think you'll be trouble, Blade. You'll be bloodthirsty, treacherous. Because I could enjoy keeping an eye on a bloodthirsty, treacherous pirate.
Do what you want, just stay out of my way.
Touchy. I can deal with touchy. If you are trouble, take your time. I'd hate to stick a blaster to your head or a slave collar around your neck before I've seen everything you can do. That's all I wanted to say. You can go now.
You think you can make a threat like that and then just dismiss me?
I just did, didn't I?
Fothra will not stop his mining operations. He's going to keep tapping our gas pocket and cut our supply in half.
O kakiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
Don't play dumb with me, Taflajan. Fothra doesn't need to steal our customers if he doesn't leave us any gas to sell, and we can't uproot him without help.
Punyu kichawa joto jamba.
Idiot. Sorry about Tothlogen, Blade. Legitimate business brings out the worst in us. Makes me miss actual crime, you know? But it looks like you're about to brighten my day. You find the shipment?
If you have my money, I've got your shipment.
You sound like my kids. The fee's been transferred to your account. You'll have access by the time you're back at your apartments. You earned every credit. I'd buy you a drink in the cantina, but I need to have a chat with Nemro. We should talk more another time, though. You do good work.
I appreciate it, Carols. Good luck with the hut.
Right. I'll need it.